There's two areas, and it's on the ground level and on the executive and organizational level. On the ground level, building a basic level of awareness about not only awareness but skills about mental health and mental illness. I would suggest both of those things. It's great, you can learn all the signs and symptoms that you want, but if you don't actually learn any skills and tools of what to do about it, then what's the point? then you're just learning how to be a little armchair diagnostician, and we've got enough of those, trust me. So giving people, helping people to identify when something is going on, that's key, especially in themselves. Everybody always wants to diagnose everybody else, like I say. They always want to know, how do we find those people in our organization? Well, guess what? You are probably those people. But that's fine. I get it. I've worked as a clinician for a long time. Sometimes, my friend is dealing with, okay. Whatever makes it safe, right? But that's it, though. So giving them, meeting them where they are, giving them the basics that they need. I call it the new basics of mental health. I think I mentioned that in one of my things, which is essentially that it's, my approach anyway, is biopsychosocial, that it's not only your brain, that your brain is related to where you live and how you think, and your race, culture, religion, your housing, your income. There's all kinds of stuff related into your present state. So giving people a basic understanding of that is key, because when you raise awareness, it increases help-seeking behavior. When people know that it's a thing, then they're more likely to do something about it. On the other side, the organizational and executive side, the people who are actually organizing the organization, ensuring that there are policies and procedures in place that protect people. You would be shocked to learn that people are still routinely fired for having a mental illness, essentially. That's what it boils down to. Despite the fact that there's a changing legal landscape, that employers are being held increasingly accountable for that kind of behavior. Managers have been held, or companies have been held liable for the activities of individual managers if it's been found to be psychologically abusive toward their direct reports. So it's not, gone are the days that you can just be kind of an asshole boss and be awful to your employees. That psychological health and safety now is an area where employees are becoming better versed, and they're more willing than ever to do something about it. Likewise for unions too, it's important to include that here as well. Unions are really taking up this banner that it's great to make sure there's no asbestos in the building, that the air quality is good, that there's no fall hazards or things at high places that can fall on you. But then they're also recognizing that toxic stress in workplaces and toxic managers and leadership are just as, sometimes more, harmful. So organizations need to be prepared for that. Fortunately, likewise, on the individual level, at the organizational level, there's strategies that you can put in place. You can assess the mental health of your workplace and the status of psychological health and safety in your workplace. You can target what you're doing really well and use that to leverage the areas where you need some extra help. The number one issue in most workplaces is the culture, the workplace culture, that people don't ask for help because they're told, maybe not explicitly, but sometimes explicitly, don't ask for help.